3-yard line. So it's 10. And here comes the punt team. Miami back at its 7-yard line.
It's number one versus number two. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. EA Sports College Football Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Kernstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. On the jet sweep. Just a small gain. Look at 2nd and 9. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back 9 of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Picks up the first, looking for more. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
That's what you like to see early in this game, especially on the road. Chunk plays like this really have a big impact on a game, especially when you're on the road, hostile environment, imposing your will on the defense on the first drive of the game.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. He keeps it on the design run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice 1st down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught over the middle. It's Pringle. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They run it right into a blitz. That linebacker is coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Using his legs, it's Pringle. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Quick throw to the left. And that's out of bounds after a decent game.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Back to throw. It's Joseph. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. 1st down. On 1st down, it's play action. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. Trying to find room. It's Simon. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown. touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and the Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Okay.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long at 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Yeah, bro.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Rivalry born in 1894, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarterback stopping for a loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's got it at the 15. And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play.
Starting at Nottingham Eastern, and former Penn State head coach Jimmy Franklin will join
the Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? To the air, it's Joseph. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive aggressive deep shot on first down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small hiccup on the return. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? The shotgun running play call. Going absolutely nowhere. They're awesome. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big play.
Right there.
All the way to the 27.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown.
People listen up the middle. He goes up the middle.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He's going to hand this off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to pass. It's Joseph. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
An important third down attempt for this offense. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break.
It's just like he's like crazy. This cannot be easy. I'm really good.
It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
To the air, it's Joseph. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab down the middle. It's Simon. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. QB keeper all the way. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Coming up, second down and goal. Looking downfield, it's Joseph. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. On the move now. Looking right. This one caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So with just seconds left before halftime, out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to tie things up at the break. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Gift to the offense with the offsides. Makes it 1st and 5. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. And they get the second half started with the running play. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to throw. It's Joseph. Receiver makes the grab. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now it's second down here. On the run, it's Simon. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Simon. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. There's not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Moves out of the pocket. Heaves it deep down the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. To throw, it's Joseph. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Look at a pass here on second down. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. And it's caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss on the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
A quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down play for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. defense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Here comes a handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
The challenging aspect of these RPOs, kind of that gray area on the ring. The quarterback felt he could pull that and try to make a play off to his right, but the defense is all over the quarterback, and they push him backwards.
And here's the return. When he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds with a solid return that time. Takes the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Well, this has proven to be a fun one for 2 teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to meet the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win.
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory? Not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Working clock with the ground game. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here's a regular season game, Kurt, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Simon. Heading for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas A&M catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Grab behind the line, it's Hudson. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
An interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for this here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quick dart to the right. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
The pocket breaking down. Now they swarm in the game.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Sack on back-to-back plays.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in